Now we are going to start with what? Rules. So write down the heading rules or write down bracket guidelines. These are not rules basically but guidelines. Things you should remember while you are writing your notices. Okay? So write down the heading guidelines. Done?
Yes.
So number one thing that you have to keep in mind is personal pronouns are not used. What is not used? Personal pronouns are not used. What is the meaning of personal pronoun? I, you, alright, me, such words are avoided. Is it clear till here? Is it clear
Yes,
till here,
ma'am.
everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Next thing is what we used to, then what type of language should we use? We should use passive form of voice. Which form of voice? Passive form of voice.
Passive.
Passive form of voice, which means we should always write from the third person perspective, not from the first person perspective. Okay? Write from a third person's perspective. Now, what does it mean when I'm saying that you have to write from third person perspective? That you do not have to tell, I want to tell everything, but rather you should inform things. Also, the objective should come first and then your subject. Is it clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Third point that you need to keep in mind is be precise. Alright, do not give unnecessary detail, but be precise. Alright, and try to limit your word to around 50. Try to limit your word to around 50, not more than that. Okay? What language do you use while writing notices? It should be formal. So style and tone of language should be formal. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And fifth and the most important thing, strictly follow the format. Strictly follow the format. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So what
Yes,
are the
ma'am.
things that we need to keep in mind while writing notices? One, we will avoid passive form of voice. We will avoid passive form of voice. Okay? So we are going to ignore passive form of voice and we will be very precise while writing our notices. It should not be, words should be not more than 50. Is it clear till here? We will not use
Yes, ma'am.
personal pronouns. What is personal pronouns? I, he, she, I, you, me. These are all personal pronouns. Okay? Then, which language are we using? Formal language. Okay? And then we have to follow the format. So these are the few things that we need to keep in mind while writing our notices. All right?
Yes.
So in your examination, 5 marks is the weightage of notice. So notice has how much weightage in the examination? 5 marks. And can you score 5 out of 5? Yes. It's very easy to score 5 out of 5 in notices. So are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Next thing that you need to write is format. So write down the heading format. Format and marking scheme. So I will be telling you format along with marking scheme. Okay? Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So there are two ways of writing notices. Okay, there are two ways of writing notices. One is wherein we use left hand rule, and the other one is where we start from the middle of it. So I am teaching you format 1 today. There are both the formats. So first we will learn format 1. Okay, if this one is uncomfortable to you, then we will learn type 2 of doing the notices. Okay, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are, so we will be using box type format over here also. You have to write along the margins. Okay. All right. So the first thing that you write is the title. All right. What is title? It should be a catchy, creative heading. All right. It should be a creative heading. And as and when you write this creative heading, how much marks is awarded to you? 1 mark. All right. Title is followed by heading. Now what is this heading? This is direct heading. That is what is the name of the event. All right. As and when you write it, how many marks you get? 1 mark. Then we write date. Make 2 colons and then you write date. As you write date, how much marks are given to you? Half mark. Time. Time indicates date indicates when this event is going to happen, and time indicates at what time. All right. Half mark. Then we have venue. Venue includes 2 things. All right. One, venue includes 2 things. One is the name of the hall or auditorium where your event is going to take place. All right. For that you will get half mark. Then the comma with the exact location where it is. Okay. So supposingly the event is in Gardner Multipurpose Auditorium, St. Jude School. So we will write Gardner Multipurpose Auditorium, comma, St. Jude School. Okay, so for location it is half mark. So if you're missing out with the location, that is the larger area, then also you will be losing your half mark. So you have to keep this in mind. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So see, just for writing this information, you got how many marks? 4 marks. Isn't it easy? And finally, we will write what? Closing statement. Closing statement. And what are the things included in your closing statement? The people you are, your target audience, who is your target audience, all right, and what do you want what is the message that you want to convey to them. All right, for that you will getting how many marks? 1 marks. 1 mark. Is it clear till here? So isn't it easy to score 5 out of 5 in notice? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So have you all written the format?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so first thing is
Yes, ma'am.
title, then it is followed by heading, date, time, venue. Venue includes 2 things, hall, auditorium and location. Then we have closing statement which includes our target audience. Is it clear till here?